Jesus Christ is here. The mighty man I call. I hear the mighty man. I hear the mighty man. I hear the mighty man. See the mighty man. See the mighty man. Yeah, the mighty man. The mighty man. I hear the mighty man.
Come.
Yeah, the mighty man. Yeah, the mighty man. Giving you
I want it.
Mandiba.
It's coming.
Hey! Hey! You got to be you hear what I say? You hear what I say? Jesus
Christ is there.
Mandiba! See the mighty man I call.
I hear the mighty man now come. I hear the mighty man now come.
See the mighty man.
Man now come.
He's the King of Kings.
Now come.
He's the Lord of Lords. Conquering Lion from the tribe of Judah. Mighty man. The mighty man. I hear 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 the mighty man. I'm giving you
I want it.
Let me ask a new day, new anointing, new message, new healing, new salvation. Here is coming. Christian,
Yes.
you got to be Jesus
Christ is coming.
The mighty man I call.
Oh,
Somebody wear something. Somebody wear now. Somebody
we
wear.
have done.
I hear the mighty man. I hear the mighty man. Behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me. I'm gonna pay every man according as he will. I hear the
Mighty man now come. I hear the mighty man him a come. I hear the mighty man him a come. I hear the mighty man him a come.
I hear the mighty man.
Him a come.
I hear the mighty man.
Him a come.
I hear the mighty man.
Him a come.
I hear the mighty man. I hear the mighty man.
I've sent you money with Remitly for your first month's rent for the new shop.
All right, I'm going to play a very touching story before we go into my show. I see this story on the internet, and for some reason, I'm going to share it. Say it don't matter where you're coming from, but where you end up and who you are. So I'm going to share a story after this song, and then we'll go right in our show.
He is my refuge.
I want to find that song here, God, God.
God in him.
And you know, me look for one song and I can't find it. What a God, what a God.
God in the morning.
God in the
God in the evening.
Master God, God. I think I did this. God in the morning. God in the evening. Master God, God. Hallelujah.
Master
God, God. Masagada God.
God in the morning,
God in the evening.
Masagada
God. Masagada God.
God in the morning,
God in the evening. Masagada God. Another one here, but me find it.
I say, my God, I know my God, Daniel, God, Moses, God, Abraham, God, mighty God is here. God
God in the morning. God in the evening. Masagada God. Sagada God. Masagada God. God in the evening.
in the morning,
God in the evening. Masagada God. I know this one.
I know my God, mighty God is here. He's God in the lion den, God in the wilderness, the parting of the Red Sea. Mighty God is here, mighty God is here. God in the morning,
God in the evening. Masagada God. What is that? What a God, what a God, what a God. Masagada God.
God in the morning,
God in the evening. Masagada God.
I know my God, mighty God. Daniel, God, Moses, God. Mighty God is here, mighty.
All right, so as I say, I'm going to share a story, and the story is what's this lady name? I don't want to say what's her name? Una May Shaw. I run into her story, and when I run into the story, I said, mighty God, these are the things I want to put on my platform to show poor people it's not who you are or where you're coming from, but what God can do for you and the ambition you have behind you. Because let me tell you something. You cannot make it if you don't have ambition or have a goal mindset to what you want. Work is a must. To achieve anything out of life, and that is not good. Handout is not good. It come with a lot of bruise. It come with man abuse you. It come with family abuse. It come with people abuse you. It come with so much. But when you work for what you want and save towards what you want, it make you be an independent human being. Why I say human being? It can be a man. It can be a woman. Work towards your goal. So we're going to share Una Shaw story. And as we follow up, I'm going to follow up the story because she said to be continued. And you know, so me see it, so me catch it, I will share it with you guys. You understand? So you hear how she grew and how her life was. It wasn't easy, but where she is today. So God they choose her. They have a handpicked pan her. You understand and where she is? Me tell you already, so I used to watch her one long time when me do CNA. Right? She and Sherry Rose Green was my company. Sherry Rose Green and she and Dr. Love was the 3 person where I run social media. You understand? She with her preaching, Sherry Rose Green with her singing, and I tell about her testimony. Sherry Rose Green water down her thing. She step out in a something where God never pleased her. That's why you see her there so today there. But Sherry Rose Green and one of them, they have one big platform. And this lady, I used to watch her at evening time. She come on and sing. At the time, she have one little girl. And when she go to tell her testimony about her documents in England, and when she go through, Sherry Rose Green at the same thing too. Pregnant, a man kick out the baby out her stomach. Then she pregnant again and get old cat. Think she go down on some paper, go bury her mother and come up back. Get old. Was behind the bars for so long. Get out and them tell her so she will leave the country. She never leave until me see she ending up like she have her citizenship. So sometime when God bless you, nothing can stop it. As I say, Sherry Rose Green need to find back herself with God because she did truly have a gift. When she tell about her testimony, me I'll buy her book. Me used to give her one little donation because them time she said she has saved up for buy Lana, Florida, for work my woman center for woman who are bruised. And me telling about my story today Sunday, me dad at KPH already and come home back. Me never hide my abuse. Me tell you know about it. So every Sunday I am at KPH for what I don't know. But it's a Sunday, me always at KPH. You understand? So, woman we go through a bruise, I kind of sympathize with them because I know what it is like. I walk that road already. So we're going to play it and then we're going to write into the show to show young people say handout is not good. Okay, 10 minutes it lasts for. Okay, so we're going to stay quiet for 10 minutes. Let me go for it.
Pick mangoes to sell. Born into a poor family in the hills of Bogwalk Town. I was born into a poor family in the hills of Bogwalk Town, living in a small village called Breadfruit Gully in Jamaica. This area is known for its many breadfruit trees, the Rio Cobre River, and a spring where we would catch water and swim in the river all day. I had to go to school without shoes since my...
Let me start it back. I think it did start where she introduced.
1972.
Introduce herself.
But you can also call me Elaine.
Let me go right back. It did start where she
Elaine or Nana. In October 1972. Or Nana.
Hold on. I want to go right back to where she introduced herself.
In October 1972, I was born into a poor... My name is Una Mae Sharp, but you can also call me Elaine or Nana. In October 1972, I was born into a poor family in the hills of Bogwalk Town, living in a small village called Breadfruit Gully in Jamaica. This area is known for its many breadfruit trees. The Rio Cobre River and a spring where we would catch water and swim in the river all day. I had to go to school without shoes since my mom and dad were poor. I was hungry sometimes. I couldn't afford to buy school lunch, and I had to wash the dishes in the school kitchen.
What is your name?
Unami Sharpray.
Wash them plate here in exchange for some curry chicken and dumplings.
Yes, miss, thank you. In the evenings, I would occasionally be on Bogwalk Highway with my friends, selling oranges and coconuts. Other times, I would enter the Bogwalk Tunnel to pick mangoes to sell. But if a train was approaching, I would have to hide inside the tunnel wall until it passed so I wouldn't be crushed.
When I was younger, I was obnoxious and disrespectful. I didn't listen to my father, especially when my friends were around. I would steal food from the pot, go next door with my friend Rosie to steal food and eggs from my neighbors, and steal anything I could find to sell so that I could eat at night.
I was my mother's firstborn child. I had a younger brother who was removed from her and placed with a family that could care for him.
I was 3 years old when I last saw him, and my youngest sister, Honey, who lived with us at the time but had a different father.
My mother was a party girl who smoked, gambled, and partied every day of her life.
She didn't care about me the way she loved my little sister, Honey, whose father was Joe Lickshot, a Jamaican dancehall singer from the 1980s. And my dad always made fun of her for having a child with someone else. My mom hates me because she thinks I love my dad more than she does. And she also told me that I'm just like my dad, ugly like my dad. When I said thanks, she told me I will never be anything good in life. Oh, a pass. And my mother still not show up, even though she said to stay home and said she soon come back. After that, my mother moved to Kingston, Jamaica, where her parents were staying, and left me with my father.
My father would occasionally prepare a small lunch for me to eat only once a day.
It was very difficult for him to carry a girl child around. As a result, he would frequently leave me with other ladies to look after me for him. They would beat me, neglect to feed me, or act as though they were taking care of me while my father wasn't around. Then they would treat me as if I were nothing again. My father used to take me from house to house and ask his neighbor if he could keep her for me. My father was unsure of what to do with me because he was never home, and I couldn't travel with him as a girl.
So I would follow him around late at night on the street while smoking and gambling,
and then sleep next to him in the gambling establishment until he finished gambling. Sometimes we would return home hungry and broke. After my mother left, she was unable to find someone to watch my younger sister at night so she could go out and party. Every time she took me to Kingston, my father would always find me and take me back to Bogwalk because he was afraid of what would happen to me there because the town was very violent and there was a lot of gunfire going on downtown. One day, my mother decided to return to Bogwalk to kidnap me and take me away to live with her in Kingston.
my mother now led me to a location in Kingston that I was familiar with. There, I was placed in a little room
to look after other kids. We were locked inside and given food to eat like prisoners, just to make sure we didn't leave. When I saw my father and my grandmother walking quickly down the street to take me back to the country, she pointed to the board house where I was imprisoned and said,
"Look at that board house. They imprisoned my granddaughter, but she wasn't alone."
However, they were not alone. Angels were guiding them to leave the house before it was destroyed by fire.
I was overjoyed when my father came to pick me up.
The next night, the house was completely destroyed by fire, and the residents all around were yelling and screaming for aid.
The fire was put out, and I was safe at home with my father. I firmly believe in God, and I always maintain a church behind my father's board house with a drum pan as the altar. My two friends, Bobby and Sophia, called and said, "Come, let's keep church." I was the pastor, and every Sunday I preached. My favorite and only thing I said was, "Let there be light," and so there was.
So there was. Hallelujah.
However, as the Bible states in 1 Corinthians 2:9, God was preparing me for something greater than myself in the future that I was unable to see. However, as it is stated, the things that God has prepared for those who love him have not entered into man's heart. My father told me one day, I am going to bring you to your great aunt in Maxfield Avenue in Kingston. She will keep you and send you to school. I was very excited at the time. I didn't know it was just the beginning of my pain. When I arrived, it was a beautiful wall house
with loads of mango trees inside the yard and a shop on her veranda. She was in her mid-50s at the time, and she always wore test glasses.
I was not the only one there. She also had her brother's children, Wayne, Barrington, Sandra, and Everton.
But she was very miserable and very mean to us. Sandra was the oldest one of us all, and she took care of the affairs of Auntie's business.
She was always cooking dinner, and our main meal was callaloo and green banana every morning and evening, the same meal.
Remember one day, we bought my eye to shout one morning.
I'm sick and tired of callaloo and banana. I swear, CB soon write big pan our forehead if we have to yam this again.
We did a laugh like crazy that morning. But me know say if we ever get catch at them things, Auntie would have beat us bad. So we're careful enough to do or say nothing where she could have hear. When my father would visit me once a month to check on me, I would tell him everything. The violence, the beatings, all the things she was doing to me. I cried as my father was leaving and told him that I wanted to stay with my aunt. Because it was a nice house and I would eat the mangoes that fell from the tree in the morning.
However, I felt that I wanted to return with my father because she would send me to school in a filthy uniform, and I needed to do my hair. I would lie down in her bed and make funny moves while looking in her wardrobe mirror. I would reassure my father that I was fine, but I was in pain, missing my mother and father. The other young people would steal from her.
I was fair and honest, but she would still yell at me, grab my ears, and treat me badly. I was going to Maxfield Park Primary School, and my blue uniform and white shirt were both black.
How you doing, Elaine?
I'm fine, but hungry.
Why your clothes look like that and why your hair wasn't combed?
She put me to sit next to her table at the school gate and combed my hair.
And then she took my school uniform and washed it for me the next week. My aunt was not pleased, so she asked, "Who combs your hair?" I told her, and her mood turned even harsher. Pauline asked me, "Where you from?" I said, "Bagwalk." She looked at me again and I said, "Who your father?" And I answered her quiet, "Muta."
Bagwalk?
Yes.
Who is your father?
Muta.
Muta is your father?
Yeah, yes. Not realizing she knew my dad, she told me,
Muta is my boyfriend. I'm going Bagwalk, but tell him all where you are going through.
I was glad me never said nothing to my aunt that time. Instead, I prayed to God and wait for my daddy to come. I started crying since I knew he would come and get me because I hadn't seen him also in a long time. This is how Jesus is coming back for us. He has seen how we have been treated
and how this world has abused us. But he is coming back to get us.
This was a heavenly link. The Lord had planned this entire time for me and had sent a woman to witness my pain and let my father know that I wasn't doing fine.
My dad showed up at my aunt the following week, and he whispered to me very softly, "I'm here to get you, I'm taking you home." My heart was joyful, and I screamed while holding my mouth open, "Yes, yes, thank you, Jesus." After 2 long years of abuse, I was finally returning home with my dad when I overheard him telling my aunt that my mother had returned for me. I didn't care because I was so excited and eager to leave. I packed my bags and left without even saying goodbye.
Sobbing and hugging my dad, I began to tell him everything my aunt had done to me. I wrote a letter to my aunt in Kingston the following week when I was living with my dad. I drew a cat on a piece of paper, colored it with black coal, and wrote, "This is you, the big black cat."
Without mentioning my name, the family gathered for a meeting and blamed my cousin Marva because she was the smartest at the time.
I haven't revealed that it was me until now, and Marva is now deceased, so I never had the opportunity to tell her that I wrote it. Jesus love,
So as I was playing this and I was looking on her numbers on it, you see things like this, it not get attention, it not get traction. It not get traction for many reasons. But by listening to this woman journal, I remember about them I talk about my journal, and somebody asked me if I do back a journal. I saw me I go start do journal from a little bit in a tear up charts, tear up jars, and find 1 3 jars and show them say them 3 jars I have. Yeah, man, do some journal. This is a touching story. Why? Sometimes our mother and father is not around. Sometimes mother gone, we're abroad. For say them I make life better. Left kids with family, friends, and these are the treatment them get for true. You understand? So anytime I see no more, because she said the story will continue when you read it. Can't me share it too. You understand? True story, sometimes relationship mash up and kids have to suffer through it. So she are one of them kids, but if you notice, she dey always have the Lord by her side. Even when she a play, she no play dolly house. You hear what she play? She play church, and she was the pastor. So God there anoint her from she small. To when me listen in that story here, she was anointed from she small. You know, she could have said she played dolly house and she was the mother, and one of them was the father. No, she not played that. She played church. And when she said she was the pastor, and who is her today? She is a pastor. So it is well ordained and appointed and anointed that she was going to be a pastor. Because when she small, she a play church and a place, so she are the pastor. She are the leader. Eh? And look at it today. Some family can be so really wicked, yeah. So anyway, we're saying this to say to a young person today. I said to somebody today who are go through this, there is hope. There is hope. The other show where we are touched upon now are the antidote. Antidote. You understand? Antidote. As me say, we have one story. Not really one story. We have a show, but I think me go call speaker. Speaker can talk the part there. You understand? This part now is about immigration, like visiting visa, J1 visa. What the danger with your visa? Where you can face with your visa, or you can face deportation, where you understand some of that. So we're gonna call in our honorable speaker. Yeah. She was the pastor. Yeah, when you listen it, you can listen to the story. When she played church, she was the pastor. So me I said fair age, some kids that say come back, we play a dolly house and wind up round at the corner. You know, look up whatever wind up on you, just wind die. Wind up on you. I then when you catch when I pick you say, may I go tell your mother? And they say what? Say you do nastiness. Jamaican people always say that, you know. Say you do nastiness. You know if you don't know it that way there. When you see one little boy wind up on one pitney, one girl, and you catch them, and you say, may I tell your mother? And so say you do nastiness. That's how we used to call it, you know. Eh? Who used to call it like that? When the boy put the white up and somebody catch you, I say, me I go tell Pam. So you do nastiness. Where you laugh for? Rose? Allow me I tell. Which Jamaican pitney no call it like that when they're small? So me I tell your mother, boy, say you do nastiness. I can't believe me not see nobody say true. So we use, and so when they catch a little boy, because you never do nothing them time there. You just a little boy wind up on you and so forth, and then somebody come around the corner and catch you and say, me I tell Pam. Me say, boy, Say I do nastiness. I say, all right, me I give you a piece of my dumpling. Don't tell her. And your dumpling sweet, you nobody give the me I tell Pam. So you don't do nastiness. You just go find one sweet in one corner and give them and then nobody talk. They give me a bit nobody talk. Eh? That's true. Yeah, I saw it years ago. Say I do nastiness. Me I tell Ivan, watch. Me I got that me auntie, you know. Me I will catch my cousin, me say, me I tell Ivan, say you that do nastiness. Yes, that's true. That's true. We for go back to some of our roots. Talk about some of our roots, our culture. They taught them what we used to make when we are little pitney. With all your drawers tie up and pin on your side. Yes, that's true. Yeah, but we can't speak up. So I will continue to follow her page and share her journal. Because guess what? Sharing her journal, right there, touch we took some of we go through this life in a country. Some of we mother did a country and have that set up in a country and go town and find town man and not tell the man about the pitney them a country. I them pitney their country. And when mama carry the pitney come a town, then say then sister pitney. You know much pitney go through that? Call in if you know one of them kids, they want a mother, they have a country. And I don't know if a country and come at town now, come find new man. And when man say what then so they never have no pitney. And then quick take $10, then still say go give pitney, you know, but they don't want the town man know, so then they have the pitney. Then mama find them and I bring the pitney there, hell and pour those, because they never tell the man so they have the pitney. They must say then sister pitney. I have a friend. She have a brother and sister here right now. Where the mother, they have them a country. And then she never tell nobody about the set up in their country. She just talk as if she not no pitney and go to one them where she get a town. I could not do that way, no. Me couldn't hide none of my pitney them. Cause who you will. Cause them, my mother said them time there when you come a town, you know. The man them won't go one virgin. So you know, want tell the man them say you did that do a town, a country, and get all 1, 2, or 3 pitney or one pitney. You just go like I'm the first one you ever there with. Cause them the time the woman so ashamed, them used to hide, say them they have sex before. You understand back in them days there. Them free to talk. If them a get one man at town, them make it look like I force. And when the man a pushing him pencil, them do a jump and a carry and like, okay, the force, them don't know what to do. Them the time that them a wine pan things long time and get too much pitney. And if them they set a pitney their country with them poopa or them mother. You understand? Real life. Oh, it happened. My mother never do that though. She tell we didn't know our sister say, well, our mother they have that pitney there before she have we with her father. She never hide her pitney, thank God. But woman sometimes just get up and hide them kids for no reason. Them all have 4 pitney and then tell Lisa 2. Them have 3 pitney, then tell Lisa 2. Them have none. Some have none and some say them have, you know. And some all have 1 and so they have none. I could never do that. Any amount of kids me have that me attack. Speaker.
Yeah.
How are you? I like me I tell you. I look a boy ever wind up here and then say me I go tell my mother. I tell your mother. Me I tell Pearl. Me I go tell Miss Pearl.
I'm when I go country with my granny.
And they say for you do nastiness.
Yeah, you do nastiness. When I go country, when my granny used to carry me go a country.
Yeah.
You can't talk for something. I bring up some deep-seated memories. Me I tell you. Remember one time my granny carried me
Wait, Pamino. And body feel cool like him take it. You know, I look up in here and I do nothing, but him a wipe on my leg. And he cool like ice, you know. And then my cousin come round and come catch me, you know. Yeah, me I tell Pam, say, yeah, do nastiness.
My granny used to carry me go a country. I would have this lady named Sister Tiny. And she have one church in the yard, but upside from the yard. And then back of the yard now, you have one little shortcut where some other people live. And they have one whole heap of mango tree down there. So me and the little picking them in the yard used to go down there to go get mango. So one of the little boy in the yard must have didn't like me or whatever. But maybe 7 or 8, I don't remember. But I in them age group there. And one day we down there and the little boy take out it.
It's a memories, but nasty it is.
He take it out and show me. Yeah, the next little pick, you know. You better put the teeth back on the
Yes, I used to say it. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, the nastiness.
The little girl, you better put it in there and tell me some tiny.
Me, when you think about it, and then dry one, you know. Yeah, the nastiness. I have forget that piece of food. Finna talk.
They used to do that little sitting there, you know.
But you know, just look who wine up on you, also.
When the little pick me take it out, yeah, the little one will come from the yard with Sister Tiny with me. You better put the tea in and Sister Tiny.
And they love call name Pearl. Miss Mac. You understand? So it was nice to know that as a young child coming up, she used to play at church. And she said she was the pastor. So she was anointed and appointed and ordained. That was her gift. And you know, me say me go start share them look at something the speaker, cause you see them something here, internet no run with it. Them no want see them something here. Them here are your culture you hear about in a picnic get hurt. She go to school, she have to clean her mother, her auntie house. My mother tell me say she was the mother and father for her auntie. 3 kids them are so come she no get no education. Cause she have to do that on babysitter, helper. When them gone to school, gone turn teacher, doctor, police. You understand? Real culture, them some of them have to bring back. Anyway, and then me say me touch on immigration a little about the status of any kind of visa, visiting J1, fiancé visa. What's the danger of them? Me know a little about the fiancé. Me know a little about the B2.
They got touched on something. You did a live the other day where I was talking about Shani, we never disrespect her or anything. Shanti came out and him do a live where him collect money, him run marathon for Shanti. Shot was showing him and collect $893. Shanti Bowles came out and she said, she get to understand say him she want big him up because him do a thing for she what she never know say him go do. My first question is this: how are you going to run a marathon for somebody to get funds for tuition, but you don't know how much money the person need? But anyway, she said God timing or God timing, and what the enemy, which I suspect is Oshie attack, what the enemy meant for bad, God meant for good. And she said, Ashanti collect $893. Shani, come here, because I'm not going to disrespect you, because Lorraine asked us not to, but I'm going to ask you a question. When you get that J1 visa to come here and work on the summer program, what are the specifications of the visa? Because you see some of these people on social media, when a platform like Lorraine Owen come out and pinpoint some specific things, and they come out and do things thinking that me and Lorraine them are spy, they don't realize that what they are doing. Shante, you have a J1 visa.
Shanti or Shani? Which one?
Shani Bowles.
I call her Bowles.
I'm gonna ask you a question because you see, people will support this foolishness, and people will come out here where them support Unana Ati. The first thing I'm gonna say to you, Shanti Bowles, you are in violation of your visa. I'm not gonna tell you no why. And this is what I say, them people will love come out and show like say, them want tap me or tap Lorraine or them want make me alone. You not make we shame, you only make things bad for you say. Because the first question I'm gonna ask you, that $893 where you say Ashanti collect on your behalf through Cash App and Zelle. You hear where you say you're gonna who forget it? Observant TV. So if it collect on your behalf, why Observant TV need to get it? Because you know you cannot touch that money because you can't, you're not file no taxes. Now, let me read something to you now. All right? In the USA, J1 visa holders, including Jamaican students on work programs, are prohibited from soliciting money or donations from the general public, including social media. This is because J1 visas are issued for specific cultural exchange programs, which generally do not include engaging in fundraising activities that could be considered public charge behavior. Jamaican students participating in U.S. work programs, most likely J1 visa holders, should avoid soliciting money on social media platforms for personal financial gain. Here is why. Fact one, it is a violation of visa conditions. J1 visas are issued for specific purposes like cultural exchange programs or work and travel programs. Engaging in unauthorized income generating activities such as soliciting donations could be considered a violation of the visa's terms and conditions. Impact on your visa status. Such actions will raise questions about the student's ability to support themselves and could jeopardize their J1 status and future visa application. The reason for this, I'm going to explain something to Uno. Uno notice, say, when somebody, let's say I'm married to Lorraine, and me the Jamaica and Lorraine up here. If Lorraine have enough money, Lorraine have to get an affidavit of support. What is the reason for the affidavit of support? The affidavit of support have to show that I will not become a ward of the government, meaning Lorraine have responsibility for the Lorraine and the person who signed the affidavit have the responsibility to provide shelter, food, whatever I need. Therefore, I'm not supposed to go go file for food stamp or anything, because if I do that, then I'm becoming a ward of the government, meaning say the government would be responsible for me. Potential for misinterpretation. Soliciting funds on public platforms is interpreted as a form of unauthorized employment, which is strictly prohibited for J1 visa holders. What is public charge rule? U.S. immigration law prohibits foreign nationals, including J1 visa holders, from becoming a public charge, meaning they are primarily dependent on the government funds for their subsistence. That's what I just explained. Seeking financial assistance, which is what Donna has done on behalf of Shani, which Shani has done on behalf of herself, which Ashanti has done on behalf of Shani. Seeking financial assistance through public means, which include social media, is potentially interpreted as an indication of likely future dependency meaning she depend on the public, right?
Mm-hmm.
So PR, negatively impacting their immigration status. With the J1 visa, if you come here to work, you're not supposed, nobody not supposed to come on social media beg no money on your behalf. Whatever you work and you file that with whatever you're supposed to file it with, that's your money. You're not supposed to earn no more money out of that scope. Employment restrictions. The J1 visa generally limits employment opportunities to the specific program or employer for which the visa was issued, which is what I said the other day, right? If Shanae supposed to work, with the theme park name, whatever theme park she did at work, unless she get permission, she not supposed to go look no other work. Any activity that generates income outside the authorized program could lead to serious immigration consequences. U.S. consular officers and immigration services are increasingly scrutinizing the social media activity of visa applicants and holders engaging in activities that could be considered a violation of visa regulation or raise concerns about intentions could have negative repercussions. In summary, Jamaican students and work programs in the U.S. should prioritize adhering to their visa regulations and avoid soliciting money on social media to ensure a smooth and successful stay in the country. So when you, Shani, because you feel within yourself, and this is what I'm going to show. This is why I ask, what kind of lawyer you are going to be when you break basic things like visa regulations will apply to you? What kind of lawyer are you planning to be? Because nobody, not a Donna, not a Shanti, not the one when me call where she said to keep the money, not supposed to out here beg no money for you when you depend on a J1 program. Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you come out here, you came out here and you say either your hours cut or whatever, and you beg a work. Unauthorized employment. If the solicitation, if you do a solicitation for work, or activities outside the approved scope of the J1 program, even if it's considered a donation by the recipient, it could be considered unauthorized employment and lead to visa violation. So me, I will tell you, Shanae Bowes, you have violated the rules and regulation that surrounds your visa. And you come, you hear them say, Uno people with the Pan J1 program since January the 1st, 2025, your social media platforms are being scrutinized by immigration officers. So when you come out here and you're going to talk about God timing and what the enemy who you perceive to be Lorraine platform has planned for you, that's what is good. You're in a violation, right? This one out of your mouth it come from. Now that $893 where you claim say Ashanti collect for you in a Zelle and Cash App where you say supposed to go to observe on TV. I am here to tell you, you can be deported from this country for that. You hear me? This is what I'm telling us, some uno, including you, Ashanti, because you come out here and feel say when you go run a marathon for Shanae Bowes, me and Lorraine platform, you're hurting her. Because right now, based on those activities and based on activities before where Observe on TV is concerned and Danago is concerned, Shanae Bowes has been in violation of our visa regulation. Right? So let me ask you a question because the whole one out there bright. How come none of you never know this? No, you want to come out here and act like say when you come out here and run a marathon on the earth in Michelle and on the earth in Lorraine. You know who not earth? Shani Bows. Who not earth? Shani Bows. Because number one, Shani shouldn't take to social media and talk about, and talk about our work program cut. And she look at job and she do this. That was violation number one. Right? Violation number two. See, Ashanti come out here and talk about him a run marathon for Shani. That was wrong. That's violation number two. Violation number three. You, Shani Boss, come out here and you admitted to the fact that someone solicited unauthorized funds for you on social media. You can be deported. And the question me want to ask you, because when it's when you come out here and play like on a smart, me just sit back and laugh after you. Because the whole purpose of Ashanti coming with that marathon, whether Ghana send him over, say I don't care. Him feel so when him come and him run a marathon and him collect X amount and Y amount and Michelle and Lauren him hurt. No, you just gonna hurt Shani Bows because she is in violation
of her visa.
Of her visa. And I know me say so. A USCIS says so. United States Immigration and Naturalization Services said it. And then you, Shani, come out and you back it up to the point where you go throw your word. As if you feel, say, when you throw your word, you affect nobody over here. So, my name citizen, Lorraine name citizen, you're there upon a J1 visa. You're not supposed to come out here and come talk about God timing and what the enemy meant for bad has turned to good. Where?
Well, it has turned to bad. I have news for you. It has turned to bad. Okay?
Where?
The enemy that I try to tell you to go and go look student loan. Your mama says she pay off your school fee, so you know should out here beg. So it has turned to bad for you. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you. And you can't blame a Lorraine or a Michelle say when it push come to shove, you can't blame a Lorraine and a Michelle because you come out here, and she come out here come violate our visa restrictions.
Please don't report her. She already has struggled. Nobody have to report her, sweetie. We are enlightened the danger of her visa. We did not say we are going to report. Hold on. We did not say that. We are enlightened the danger of her visa. You understand? We not have to do it on social media. I hear Michelle said them a watch her platform. So it's not we, sweetie. We know what to report from what not to report. We are not a cruel animal.
The fact that she come out here and admit to the fact that she has become a ward of the public because once Ashanti and Dana and the rest of them see fit.
And hold on there, Michelle. And she's bright and out there because nobody never met her bad. Oh, she come now and talk about what the enemy mean. Right now she put in a position for sure what the enemy means because it's not an enemy to her. We come out here and sympathize with her. So sorry for her. And she going to talk about what the enemy mean for bad. So we are enlightened, so now we mean for bad. We are enlightened, so she have been watched on her platform. So not we, sweetie. We not have to do nothing, because remember everything I done on social media. We all go keep show upon it. You understand? Everything is in light.
But here the part. Social media scrutiny. Recent changes in U.S. visas policies since January 1st, 2025 have placed increased scrutiny on social media activity of visa applicants and holders. Okay? Consular officers may review these accounts for any signs of hostility towards the U.S. or violation of visa terms. Any solicitation activity on social media is potentially reviewed and is considered when evaluating the individual's adherence to their visa. When I say Shanti, as a matter of fact, Shanae Bowes' visa regulation has been violated long before she violated her visa regulations from day one when she's here and Donna come start beg money from her. When Observe on TV beg money for her, right? From the very first time she came in this country, she broke the regulations, right?
Sorry for Magada, then turn around by it, yeah, so it goes sometime. Remember the influence where she under still, you know. You have to first bear that in mind.
Hold on, Lorraine. USCIS not care about the influence.
No, me not talk. No. So me mean, me talk to Sharon. Yeah. So them not care. If them a body girl, if them a watch our platform when the time comes, them going to deal with her.
And when me and Lorraine come out here and talk, we never come out here and disrespect her and she bright and tasty and rank to come out here come talk about so what the enemy meant for bad turn to good. We never disrespect you. Your mouth, Ashanti mouth, the rest of them are out there collect money on your behalf. And then put your visa in a violation, not Michelle and Lorraine. You're rank and out of order. Because for somebody we say them are gonna be them want to become a lawyer. Me sure know say when you get the visa, the person that is there where you're supposed to report to explained X, Y, and Z to you. So you already know. I mean, no, you can't read. So you're supposed to know. And the fact say, at the back of that, you're going to come out, you're going to come thank Ashanti, as if you say, and you're going to talk about where the enemy, who the thing who not hurt, I know Michelle and Lorraine get hurt, and you get hurt, and it's not Ashanti going to get hurt, and you get hurt because your visa them are going to revoke, not Ashanti citizenship. Or Michelle or Lorraine own. We talk it all the while. When we come out here and talk some things on this platform, I want to come out here and think that we're going to do certain things that we will not shame and that we will not hurt. No. Because who is in the middle of this now? It's not a Lorraine or a Michelle. And she going to have to give account who and where she get those money from. And you talk it. Remember, say them scrutinize your platform. And you talk it and say the money is going to Observe on TV. I hope you can explain to our immigration officer why. Right? I mean, no, say some time ago, we hear Donna go come out and say she done with Shanae because the whole of Shanae school fee pay.
Yeah, I can play that live.
Right?
No, I'm not play that live that till tomorrow. I'm sorry. Definitely, okay. I will play it tomorrow night.
You know, because
I will
when
play
the shit,
that
first of all, let me make this very clear. When Michelle I go do nothing, Michelle come out here come say she gonna do it because nobody can beat me. When Lorraine I do nothing, she come out here come out and say she gonna do it, nobody can beat her. So if and when the shit hit the fan, Shanae Bowes, blame yourself. Blame yourself. Okay? You are in violation of your visa rules and regulation. It not violate one time, it not violate 2 times, it not violate 3 times, it not violate 4 times, and then you have the audacity. Because you're going to come through a word now, because you feel say, yeah, my side better than for them side. No, sweetheart, are you on your side in a problem right now? And at the end of the day, are you are gonna get deported if the shit hit the fan? So when you're gonna come with your feistiness and your rankness, don't feel like say Michelle and Lorraine are hurt. Because if you had sat down and listened with comprehension to what we were saying, we were not disrespecting you. We were asking questions. And if you didn't have any sense, because you say you're gonna turn lawyer, you would go and sit down with the person who is responsible for you, or you go sit down and go read your visa rules and regulations and understand and comprehend what it entails. But no, you come out with your rankness. As if you think, say, when you come with your rankness, nobody now scrutinize our platform. We don't have nothing to lose. You have everything to lose. Remember that. And you talk it and you say, Ashanti collect $893, none of which will be taxed by the IRS. How do you explain that to an immigration officer? Because your salary is taxed. It's not taxed as much as us, but it is taxed. So how are you going to explain that to an immigration officer if and when the shit hit the fan? And why? If Ashanti collect the money for you, you are here in the United States of America. You know they are Jamaica. Why is it necessary for the money to go to Observant TV? I wouldn't think we're not fool out here. You're like a backside there in New York. Ashanti collect money on your behalf to help, because you come out here and you say, even though you get a second job, it's still not enough to pay all your tuition. So common sense dictates, say, if the dirty boy when name Ashanti, because Lorraine and Michelle come out, come talk, decide, say, I'm going to get up on them little short ass dick and run a marathon. Common sense dictates that the money from that marathon is supposed to go towards your tuition. No, sir? So why is it going to Observant TV? Why? It don't make no sense. Common sense would have dictated say it come to you. So that when you put your ass back at Jamaica, whatever money you claim you owe on the tuition when Dana did say pay up, you can pay it. Why go to Observant TV? What Observant TV have to do with your tuition or your way, according to Uno? They say, you see, the more and more Uno come, Uno behave as if Uno bigger, Uno bad, Uno try to something, Uno make yourself look stupid, illiterate, and ignorant out here because of you are going to look bad at the end of all of this. And if push come to shove, you have to go answer to immigration to all of this. Not Michelle and Lorraine. Not Michelle and Lorraine. I tell you, say sometime when I come out here and I chat on go on the most weird. Why was it necessary? You hear the immigration rules and regulations say you're not supposed to solicit no money on social media or publicly. Because that means you can't take care of yourself. And you are a ward of the government of mine. You're not supposed to solicit no money. Whatever you work while you are here, that's enough. And nobody not supposed to solicit no money on you behalf. You are going to become liar. You they upon a J1 visa and you not understand that? Then what kind of backside liar you are going to turn to defend who, defend what, and defend where? Like seriously? If you are going to be a lawyer and you don't understand simple rules that govern something like a visa, then what the backside, what kind of law you study? You ask you, what kind of law are you studying? Because when I watch the clip where you come out and attack, I was looking at Lawrence said enough for disrespect, but when I look at the fierceness where you come out of your mouth, I'm saying, this don't make sense. Do you realize how stupid you sounded? What the enemy? Which enemy? Which enemy are you talking about? Where are you in a war? Are we in a war? You have to come out with your rankness and your fierceness, and you don't have the comprehension skills as somebody who is studying to be a lawyer to comprehend and understand your visa regulation. You have the audacity to come out here with your rankness and come talk about where the enemy plan for good. When X and Y happen, the same people them we have big up can save your ranking backside because your damn rank and face it. Your damn rank and face it. And you're not intelligent enough to sit your little backside down and realize that this is not a thing about taking sides. Granted, these people are not cheering for Auntie Donna. I need to comprehend what these people are trying to say. But no, you come out here with your rankness like you're the on top of who you think you hurt. You hurt yourself. Are yourself you hurt? Are you in a violation? Me and Lorraine are in a violation. Are you in a violation? So I hope if and when you get interrogated, you can sit with the immigration officer with the same kind of rankness and fierceness where you come out here with. And that's all me have to say, Laura. No, keep it real. They would deport her. You go on the website and you read it, she will be deported. Once you are in
No. Me understand where keep it real I come from. Cause if it's a case where she go woman and come back, then that just cancel her visa.
No, but
Some,
yeah, but if she
yeah.
if
So
she
we
still
understand
here,
where she
them
a
a go
come
deport
from.
her.
Yeah.
Exactly, Sharon. She is the weapon that form against her damn self.
All right, may I get another call? Let me see if
Take the
people
call and then if
and I pin my
take the call.
number. Speaker, give me a minute. Let me take in the
Yeah,
call. There.
man, take the call.
I hope them no want come off a live. I'm on the live. You call for the live? Lord Jesus, hold on. Good man. All right, sorry guys, that was my personal call. All right, so honestly say we never disrespect this young miss, and I'm glad our speaker will our foot and still don't disrespect her. You understand? Make them do all of the disrespect. Are them in the right place and we are at the wrong place. We are visitor. We not even come a foreign. We not come a foreign yet. We don't know America. And them know every rules and regulation where America set out. We don't know none. Remember say we not come America. We don't know where America look like, Donna Marie go discover America and we not reach here yet. With that Jamaica beg Donna Marie go, the scammer, for open America door for see if we can come up. So we don't know laws here, we don't know nothing what go on here. Cause one set of people discover America and them alone living there and then name planka shit. And them alone know America rules, them alone know America laws, and them alone. So shall they continue follow them, dear. Follow you up on the right road. Listen to Donna Marie go, the scammer, Ashanti, the scammer. We're soon ending up where Becky have to go sleep with him. You understand? Stay right there and listen to them. Because we no know America. We don't know when name America. And them alone know America. We there. Outer Mountain View there so. I beg Dana for open America door. For see ask her if she go grant we a visa. We don't know a visa look. We never go on a plane yet. Our plane look. Me never go on a plane yet. Me that Mountain View, I beg Dana for open America door, bet me come up. Cause me no know the rules America speak. I don't know it and the talk truth here, so we don't know it. With nobody for up we know that foreign. And them that foreign, exactly. You understand, speaker? We know that foreign. So stay right there, so continue come out and show your shade what the enemies them mean for bad. We don't know you from a can of paint, but we become your enemies. That's strange. We become your enemies. And we don't know you from a can of paint. But we become your enemies. But thank you. and continue take for them rules for them way, cause them know America, you know, remember them there. With our Mountain View, there's a big way for coming. We don't know nothing so. So follow them. Let me see the live here where somebody sends us a play. Follow them.
To get my tuition from. Since this week, this whole work and travel, it wasn't so 100, right? But we give thee thanks, Adi, and we give him thanks. Amen, amen.
Come we listen to the law, the planka lawyer, who know the rules of America, with the planka them. We the Mountain View sit down a beg a wait and a pray which day them a go grant to one visa where we can come see how America look. So but we listen to them because them know America, them know rules. You understand? So but we listen. I hope it not long.
Right. So I love the YouTuber by the name of Ashanti went on his life out of his way, take the time out of him day to come talk about Shani, right? And I'm so grateful. I just want to take this moment and this opportunity to thank everybody that was on that live. Thank Mr. Ashanti, big up a nice thing. If you never watched the live, go and watch it. Okay? I didn't even know that people would, it was just, I can say God timing and God is just working. And God, listen. This is what the enemy meant for bad, God will flip it and mean it for good. So I want to give the thanks. I'm so grateful. So he managed to raise $893, right? And on Zelle and Cash App, right? And it was where it's and to observe if you're on the live, big up yourself. Guys, remember when you come to like up the live, come on. Like up the live so other people can see and other people can come and hear about what the miracle God has done. Mr. Guys.
God did not work a miracle 3D. Somebody come out and beg for you and get 800 and something dollars. It have nothing to do with God this. So God not work no miracle this. So stop fool yourself. But anyway, that's how they train you to tell people the miracle. That is not miracle. Miracle is when you go out there, go sweat for it for yourself, work and get it. Then you come and say, look what God has done. I went out of my way and get a job and earn this to send myself back to school. That they call miracle. Uno like handout. And handout one be uno don't fart. Remember that. You hear where speaker read one part where student with J1 immigration sit on your platform, your social media page. Immigration sit there. So when the words come, if it should come, remember when you read one part, tell us say immigrant. As a matter of fact, my big speaker screenshot the part there, but we'll post it. Remember, immigration sit and watch your activities. Okay? All right. So when immigration come in and pull you in, just remember, say God work a miracle. All right.
What? Peace a pasta, right? But before let me come, I'm tell you now. Listen to me, the man rate over $893. $893 in raise, and he raised over $800. So big up Ashanti. I wasn't expecting it, okay? This is something with God. Listen, alright. So it worked out to, to get my tuition from. Since this week, this whole work and travel, it wasn't so 100, right? But we give thee thanks, Adi, and we give him thanks. Amen. Alright.
So just a look part there with the one player where she admits that she receive up to 800 and something dollar. All right. Oh, this. Okay, so I will post it. Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, 800 and something like that. All right. You know, sir, because of you, let me tell you something. I'm going to say this, make everybody hear. It's out of respect for you and your platform why I'm going to deal with our order. Because you say when I look into it, when I sit down and look into it, I want to ask this girl, you never, you have all of these subjects. And this is why I tell people, I'm going to talk it again. There is nothing, this girl, I'm going to talk it again, cannot become a lawyer. Period. Until this girl go and apply herself properly. Where this girl is at now, no law firm now IR. I mean, I ask Christ. No law firm will hire her. Do you listen to how this girl speak? Me talk it on ear already. When you work with a law firm as a lawyer, even as an assistant, legal aid or whatever, you have to be able to not only represent the firm, but represent what the firm stands for and represent the client. This girl can't even get a job at McDonald's. I sit and hear this girl talk about this is when me ask the question, which part of this girl used to work at RGD? Which part of this girl used to work at RGD? Because if she used to work at RGD, she did at Jamaica. She spoke it before she come here. This is the girl with Dana claim of how much subject. Right? And this girl claim she have how much subject. And this girl can't speak a proper sentence. Eh? An idiot sit down, and when me talk, people want come out come say me a bad talk. No, me a talk the facts. Nothing about this girl. When you listen to this girl, this girl talk of Jamaica. Before she come here, she said she did a live and said she do how much interview at Jamaica and nobody would hire her. She come back up here the other day and she talk about how much application and sitting she do an interview and nobody would hire her. She couldn't even get a job at either McDonald's or Wendy's or one of them fast food places.
The woman say if Dunkin' Donut na hire,
okay.
Oh, law firm I got hire. I was like, really? That's the part you should have go see if you get a volunteer for find out how to write a statement and them something there. Oh, you go compare a Dunkin' Donut to a law firm, and that's what you got school for. Eh?
I don't know which UA unless UA standards drop. Because if this girl go a UA, a night class she go do a UA. You hear me used to go a UA. I mean, no, unless UA standards change. The only UA this girl go a night classes. You understand me? Because one, you have to be articulate. There's nothing about this girl who speak to articulation. Nothing. 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 Here she come out and she said how much subject she pass and ray and te. Really? So you are in a law school in Jamaica and you cannot even read and comprehend the rules and regulations that surround your visa? Then all the back side you have to read contract and other things where you have to read as a lawyer. If you can't read and comprehend the specifics that surround your visa, how the hell you have to go read other people's specifics and defend them? This is madness. This is abject madness. Mr. Donna come out already and talk about one where she sent to go learn to go be what is the name again? Lord Jesus, I can't remember. And I know.
Matisha, narrate one name.
Matisha or something to the effect. And up until today, you don't know which. See, Miss Kitty help a girl. Miss Kitty never come out here and tell nobody say she help the girl. The young lady saw it in her because she has character to go back and thank Miss Kitty. Oh, if he come back, come talk, Dana. Dana come out here and say how much students she send go to school. Which one of them Dana put on a live and say them come back, come talk her?
Which one of them you say?
All right. You can't get a job Dunkin' Donuts. Which, if you can't sit down at the, because let me tell you, a lot of high school dropouts and in this country, they go and do fast food job and either send them back to school or try to further them education, right? If you can't run the cash register, then I'm gonna put you in at the box to make the donuts. So if you go and sit in an interview at Dunkin' Donuts, and the smarty will interview you, which might be a college kid themselves, will interview you and you can't impress them. Which law firm you gonna impress?
The planka them. Yeah, what are you talking about? The planka them.
And them shit you're gonna come out with these people from, and then the worst part of it, she come out and she say, when she come out the other day and say, the money is still not enough for her tuition. This batty boy come out and say, I run marathon for her. Why, Observant TV, I go pay the money for you for her?
So what me not understand though, so Observant TV and Pansy take over the charity and the recipient.
Okay. Let it make sense.
All right, so let me see, so when Dana got Jamaica, Dana still put cheap and wait them there for beg again. Voila, so something the right you say,
Okay.
One dog fight, I go in at this, this I be.
Lorian,
Hey.
I'm glad when them come out with them things there, because the only reason, because let it make sense, and when she did come out and say, our job cut our hours, Ashanti never see it fit to go run a marathon for her. And when we come talk now, the batty boy feel, so when him come out and run marathon for Shanae Bows,
him go get, even though when you hear him saying get it at 16, him getting about anywhere. This not look good on him platform either. Cause you should have done pull in 120,000. How many rat it up this year? Something not make sense. The planka them run broke. The planka them run broke.
If and when immigration draw in, the people them will donate, when you get drawn in, I hope you can answer to immigration too. Yeah? And you girl, you have the audacity. When Lorraine did that live, Lorraine specifically said, "Uno do not disrespect her. If uno disrespect her, me I go cut on her or end the life." And you have the audacity with your dumb self to come out here come talk about enemy. You're rank and feisty. And as rank and feisty as you shouldn't out here beg nothing. You're damn rank. You're damn rank and feisty. You shouldn't out here beg nothing. Because you can't rank and feisty, son of beg. You see Lorraine out here beg. You see Michelle, you come out about what the enemy plan for bad. Bitch, we never plan nothing bad for you. And if you had the integrity or the intelligence or the necessary brain cells required to sit down and listen to the live that Lorraine did, you would understand why we said what we said. Nobody never disrespect you. And you take your literate self, come out and come talk about any plan for you. Well, see Ashanti do good for you. Hope if push come to shove and you either you roll it to Ashanti. You hear, bitch? You're out of order. That's the part that hurt me, If you want to come out here, come thank the dirty boys, come and thank him. But then you have the audacity to come and talk about what the enemy planned for you. Bitch, we never planned nothing for you. We did not plan anything bad. You damn rank and out of order. And as rank and out of order, you shouldn't out here beg nothing, and nobody shouldn't out here beg nothing for you. You pass your damn place. You will live under rules and regulation of a J1 business. You have the audacity for one come out here. You hear what they sitting say, let me tell you, sitting girl. Let me tell you this.
Read it again, speaker, for who just come, please. Speaker. Hold on, speaker. Read it from start again for all who just join in, please. About the J1 visa, please.
Hold on.
The end danger of the J1 visa.
Jamaican students participating in U.S. work programs, most likely J1 visa holders, should avoid soliciting money on social media platforms for personal and financial gain. Here is why. One, hold on, I'm going to take out that bubble gum out of my mouth. Hold on. One, it is a violation of visa conditions. J1 visas are issued for specific purposes like cultural exchange programs or work and travel programs, which is what Shanae Bowes is on. Engaging in unauthorized income generating activities, which is the activity where Ashanti collect the money for, it is unauthorized, such as soliciting donations, which is where Ashanti do for, could be seen as a violation of the visa's term and conditions. Impact on status. Such actions raise questions about the students' ability to support themselves and could jeopardize their J1 status and future visa application. Soliciting funds on public platforms. May I talk to Laura?
No.
Soliciting funds on public platforms is interpreted as a form of unauthorized employment, which is strictly prohibited for J1 visa holders. Important considerations. Public charge rules. U.S. immigration law prohibits foreign nationals, including J1 visa holders, from becoming a public charge. Meaning, when you're a public charge, you are depending on government funds for your government or public funds for your subsistence. Seeking financial assistance through public means is potentially interpreted as an indication of likely future dependency, meaning since Ashanti have to pick up money for she go down and come back at the same thing and go up again, right? Because she can't take care of herself, negatively impacting their immigration status. The J1 visa generally limits employment opportunities to the specific program or employer for which the visa was issued. Again, which I said the other day, if the job is for she work at Coney Island, then I guess she will stay. If she's supposed to seek another job, then she have to permission before she can do so. Any activity that generates income. So if the part-time job that she do, she never get permission to do it, that is an outside activity. So any activity that generates income outside the authorized program could lead to serious immigration consequences, right? Recent changes in U.S. visa policy have placed in increased scrutiny on social media activity of visa applicants and holders. According to the U.S. Embassy, applicants J1, F visa, M visas are required to provide their social media handles, and consular officers are reviewing these accounts for any sign of hostility towards the U.S. or violation of visa terms. In other words, they are watching these visas to see if them people are terrorists, if them are going to do no harm to nobody here, and they are watching it to see if these students, the people like Shanae, violate the visa term. When she came out and did a live on YouTube and referred to it as the enemy, and say, oh, she thank Ashanti for the $890 where him collect, that's a violation of our visa term. Okay? In summary, Jamaican students on work programs in the U.S. should prioritize adhering to their visa regulations and avoid soliciting money on social media and publicly to ensure a smooth and successful stay in the country. You hear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you are going to come, that's the part, let me tell you, They tell you, say, because of you.
Go easy with that. Go easy with that.
No, because of you, why me not go harder?
Go easy with that.
You see, she didn't only come out and say thanks Ashanti, but this is our problem. You sit down and take sides like you're adult. Yeah, you sit down and take sides like you have brain cells to do so. You who in need not supposed to come out here come take no side. You're supposed to sit down, you sit your little backside down, and if you study, you study. If you work, you work. You're not supposed to come out here and come throwing a word on nobody, because nobody never throwing a word on your rank and face to your out of order. So I hope when and if X or Y happen, your rank and face with the immigration officer them same way, so out of order. And the people them out here we are talk for the right and I talk for the good. You know, willing to listen because you're a planker, don't it? Well, make we see how planker will help you push come to shove. Out of order and bright. About the enemy. Where we know you from? Like we and you fight war out here, you come refer to people as the enemy. Me say your luck is your Lorraine. Your luck is a Lorraine beg for you, because when would have done for you tonight, you come back on social media, you're too out of order and rank and face you when people are trying to tell you the right thing for your own good. And see where you end up now? Yeah. Because trust me, them I watch you, you know. I'm still ask the question, why is it Ashanti do a marathon for you? Him tell you say him get $893 through Zelle and Cash App, because that's the way you say. But instead of saying that you will get the money so you can carry it down go pay the tuition, where you say,
why to go to somebody else?
Go to Observer on TV.
Yes. Something makes sense. This look like we have to go dig deep. But she already is here. Why the money couldn't go to she? Why go through Observer on TV?
Thank you.
Thank
you. Because she
and let me tell you, she have to have a bank account here, because nobody, the travel work program not going to pay her cash. Hello, am I lying? The travel work program will not put live cash in her hand. So she have an account here. Why couldn't go to her bank account?
No, it gone to Observer on TV.
Am I lying, Speaker? The travel work program, you think them are going to pay our cash? No.
No, I don't pay them because whatever tax is supposed to draw out, it will be them not when you pay cash, it's being paid. That's considered
under the table. Yeah, she don't get that.
That's considered under the table. That's considered under the table. And you, instead of you say, you go into your account.
So that's a question where I ask now. She are in America. Where money have to go to Observant?
All right.
Huh?
If you need the money to pay tuition, the school there at Jamaica, the money where you work, the money they're supposed to go towards your tuition too. So all Observant, if you go back at Jamaica, why Observant TV need to get the money to pay to the school where you go, where you are going to pay tuition out of the money where you work. So I think people are idiots out there.
Yeah, let us ask this question now, with all fairness. She's in America, yeah. The money collect in America. But the money she have to have an account in America. Is a must.
Yeah, them not